this is the ZTE Open FireFox OS. This is one of a number of handsets that we will launch in the markets, Q2, in Latin America, Eastern Europe, lots of markets with Deutsche Telekom and Telefonica. If you look at the handset, you can see it's powered by FireFox OS, and there are many great features about this phone. It's very much aimed in emerging markets where people haven't used a smartphone before, or they're using feature phones to upgrade to a smartphone, or maybe they haven't used a phone before. Lots of things you can see on here. There's the browser, you can make a phone call, you can send text, there's a camera. It does everything a really fully featured good smartphone would do. If you swipe across, it's very intuitive. You can see email, calendar, weather. We have Nokia maps on here, so lots of standard things that you would expect a good smartphone to have. On top of that, for social networking, you can see Facebook and Twitter applications that are really embedded into the phone. And what's really unique about FireFox OS is we have 2 or 3 ways where a user can discover apps. One of them we're calling dynamic app search. So if I were to type in, I don't know who the famous stars are in Romania, but if we type in U2, what happens is rather than getting Google searches as you would do normally, you will see lots of gateways into Grooveshark, Twitter, U2 lyrics. You can buy content from Amazon, and any of these touches, you go straight into the application and you can use it once, listen to the record, or you can actually download it as an application into your homepage. So it's very much like using the web, and you can see all the track listings there. Now what's interesting, even though it's built on HTML5 technology, it's a web phone, you can still use lots of these great features offline. So you can look at your camera reel, you can listen to the radio, lots of these apps are used offline. So then we also have, in terms of discovering apps, we have the FireFox Marketplace. This is very similar to what you would expect with other marketplaces, other stores to buy content. When it comes up, you can see lots of brands that you'll recognize, such as, again, Wikipedia, Twitter, Facebook. But what's great about this is we have 4.5 million web developers, because it's HTML5, because they're web developers, and we have a long tail of developers that will continue to develop, because they're already developing for the web right now. So they're the great things about FireFox OS. We have some other nice touches. For example, because it's very flexible, because it's open, because we work very closely with the carriers, we have here something called a cost control app. This is one of many things that we can do with carriers, with operators, and this is something in Latin America we developed because they discovered that a lot of people wanted to see how much data they were using. So with this app, and this is just one of many, as I mentioned, people can see how much data is being consumed, there's no surprises, and then they can consume or purchase more data when they want. And that's your tour of FireFox OS.